Well, hello, this video is for you so that you can develop some strong ways to follow up on all the leads that you have. And this video is also going to be generic for the European region and for America. So I'll be going back between euro and dollars a little bit. Well, let's just talk about the leads. It is incredible that we do the amount of events that we do. We do so many great things. We do patés, cinemas, career fair, jobs fairs, expat fairs. We do family festivals. We do so many different things and we get so many leads. But no matter how many events you do and how many great, amazing pieces of paper you have, if you don't know the words and how to follow up and what to do with them, it doesn't matter how many we do. So I want to equip you today with the words and the logistics and how to put all this together. First off, I will tell you the number one thing that I want you to grasp out of all this is your follow-up. If you don't follow up within 48 hours, don't do these events, because when we drop the ball, then it's not as effective. So I just want you to know that those first 48 hours are vitally important to your success and your follow-up. Each event that we do, you want to also ask yourself, what's in it for them? What did I promise them? If you do a bridal fair or you do a career fair, whatever you're doing, whatever you're giving away, you want to make sure that it says that on the paper. You want to make sure that you are speaking that also too. Majority of the time when we do any type of lead generated event, we always give away U+2 with a makeover event and 20, 25, 30 euro, dollars, whatever they want to spend at their makeover event with 2 others at least in attendance. It's called U+2. And so I just want to make sure that you are aware that when we do that, it's the best thing to do. Now, it's always great to give that away, so think about that. I have never worried about that, but you know, the most important thing is that when you give 20, it costs you 10. When you give 25, it costs you 12.50. So it's not an expense, but it is an opportunity for you to guarantee, for an opportunity for them to come together. So there's a couple of things that you want to do as you are getting your leads. And sometimes things get really, really, really busy at events, bridal fairs. People are walking, coming back and forth. When you are there with your clipboard and people walk by, you want to write something after they walk by to remember the people, because maybe you get 50 leads, maybe you only get 5. It doesn't really matter. The most important thing is you write a note like, beautiful yellow top, or was with her husband, sister, and 6 cousins, or had a crazy hairdo, or an anchor tattoo on her arm. I don't know, some kind of recognition that jogs your memory to remember this person a little bit about, you know, who they were, and just remember what maybe they said to you. So anything that you can remember, like, oh my gosh, she loves Mary Kay, or tried it 10 years ago, or would love to have a makeover, or is interested in the opportunity. Text me something right away. So that's the important thing. Also, too, sometimes family members go together at these events. So if you have 3 consultants or 4 consultants or whatever working the event, and one talks to the mother, one talks to the sister, one talks to the cousin, you have all have separated leads. So when you guys have these situations, try to keep families together. These 2 sisters came to an event, and I folded their pieces of paper together, and I wrote sisters. One speaks Spanish, one speaks English on here. And so I wrote that on there for that. I remembered a little bit about that. But try to remember that that is something that's really important also too. Normally, when we do any kind of a drawing or anything like that, it's really, really important to just remember what's in it for them and what they get. And just say, hey, would you like to sign up for our workshop? We're giving away 25 workshops with 25 euro or $25 in free product. We'd love for you to be one of our winners. And so you want to be able to say that as they pass by. You could squirt a little bit of hand cream or sunscreen if you're outside, or whatever the case may be. You can have some demos there. Sometimes when we do Kids Fest, we have a treasure chest below with candy and little games that the kids can grab. And they love that. And then we're talking to the moms. And so all those things, hey, come sign up for our drawing. We're giving away 4 free compacts. We're giving away 15 makeover workshops. We're giving away whatever it is. Make sure it's specific and that you know and that you are comfortable with that. Don't say we're giving away free product. People don't know what that means, or gratis or something. They understand an amount. So be specific. We usually have it on our registration slips, and you have a clipboard. So remember, facial recognition is important. Okay, now we have all these slips of paper. What do we do with these? Well, I find that there's a couple things that you can do. First off, if you do an event on Friday, I would probably send out something Sunday evening. Congratulations, you are one of our winners. If you do something on Saturday, I'd probably send it out Monday. Be cognizant of the fact that you don't want to look desperate and do it right away. unless you have somebody that's really key that you met that said, I would love some information about Mary Kay. I've thought about joining Mary Kay. Don't wait 2 days on those people. Send them a video. Send them something right away. I would suggest that you all download an app called Pick Collage. It's P-I-C Collage, C-O-L-L-A-G-E. Pick Collage is an opportunity for you to be able to send something out. Now, I always send something out with a congratulations. Here's one recently that Roshni and Sharita did at a Pathé Cinema. And it basically says, congratulations, you were one of the winners from our cinema. You have a free workshop plus €20 to spend at your workshop. Please let me know a good time to reach you in the morning or the evening, AM or PM, wherever you are, whatever the verbiage needs to be. And then on here, if you see, I put the picture of the stand, which we took a picture of, and facial recognition of them. I do that because I think it's really important for people to like jog their memory. Oh yeah, I remember her. Here's another one that one of our gals did. Let me see here at a recent event also too. So congratulations, and it has her picture on it. And then there's another one. I think the great thing is facial recognition here was done at a gym event, and there's her picture. And that way it's really great. So you're going to text something out. Congratulations, you were a winner. Please let me know the best time to reach you, in the morning or in the evening in the next 2 days. And that's what I put on that. And I text them all out separately. You could even put a little note on it, you know. Congratulations, Mary. Although it says that on the Pick Collage, congratulations, you are one of our winners. And when you text it out, you can put so excited for you, Mary. So excited for you, Susan. Whatever you want to do, and send it out, okay? Now, maybe out of 15, 4 come back, 6 come back. 15 out of 15, that'd be awesome. But let's just call it what it is, and probably not. People say, well, Janice, how often do I text? If you haven't heard from her, do you text again? Of course you do. How many of you, and even I'm guilty of this, I read a text message and I think, oh, I need to respond to her. And then it blanks. I forget. It went up the feed. And I go back 3 days later, I'm like, oh my gosh, I never responded to her. We get busy. That's just the way we are. We have so many apps and so many places to find people. It's kind of crazy. So it's really important that you text again. And if you don't get her, what you could do is in an evening, whatever is best for you, 7:30, whatever, I would call them. And then just say, did you receive my text? Oh my gosh, I completely forgot. Or, no, I didn't. So, you know, those are just some things that can happen. So don't second guess it. Don't read into it. That's what happens. Like, well, maybe she doesn't want it. Well, maybe she did this or whatever. Don't read into it, okay? So know what you're offering. Get the lead, write on the back of it, then follow up within 48 hours. And you can text, congratulations, you were one of our winners. Let me know a good time to reach you in the next 2 days, in the morning or the evening. So let's say she says in the evening. So I'm going to call her up. And I usually try and call like 7:30, maybe 8, depending on the country, the situation, where you're at, you know, what you think is the best time, those kinds of things. Again, don't second guess it. If they don't want to answer, they won't. So let's say I get her on the phone and her name, she answers the phone. She says, hello. And I say, hi, Chris. This is Janice with Mary Kay Cosmetics. And congratulations, you are one of our winners. And then you be quiet. She says, oh my gosh, I know, I'm so excited. So that's the thing. Congratulations, you were one of our winners. Yes, I know, I'm so excited. Or tell me, you know, or whatever. Here's what I say. This is my tagline. Let me tell you how this works. So congratulations, you are one of our winners. She usually says something. You say, let me tell you how this works. First off, this is an offer from our company, and it's good for the next 60 days. The reason I always have done a cutoff, a time, a thing like that, because otherwise I don't have time to string people along for years on end. I want them to know this is a special offer from our company, and it's good for the next 60 days. Let me tell you how this works. It's called U+2. When you gather 2 of your girlfriends up besides yourself to have a small workshop, and to test and try some of our new product line, our skincare, and to give us your opinion, you get 20, 25, 30, whatever you're going to do off towards any of our skincare sets that you want, or any of our skincare line, whatever you want to do. You guys need to figure out what that is for you. So let me tell you how this works. You have an opportunity to have you plus 2 friends, where you get €25 in free product, $25 in free product. And this is only good for the next 60 days. So let me tell you what I have open. First off, do you need a morning appointment or an evening appointment? Now, when I did my Mary Kay in the beginning, I worked a full-time job and was going to school, okay, and did Mary Kay. I had Tuesday nights, Thursday nights, and some Saturday mornings, but not always. So before you sit down to make your calls, get your date book out. Get your date book out. Right there. It's there. You have the dates in front of you. You can see when you have the days and times available so that you know. Do you need an evening or a morning appointment? She says, I have an evening. Well, here are the evenings that I have open. You know, it's sort of like being a nail salon or a hair salon or anything like that. If you will schedule yourself like they do, it'll be so much easier. When you call a nail salon up and you know that you need your nails done, you don't say, here's what I have open. You say, what do you have open the next 2 days? And they say A, B, or C. And you choose one of those times. They don't say, well, what can we do to accommodate you? No, it's the other way around. So always run your business like that. Do you need a daytime or an evening appointment? I need an evening. Okay, I have Tuesday at 7:30. Okay, great. All right, I'll put you down Tuesday at 7:30. And do you know who your 2 friends that you think you might be inviting? Well, probably my sister and my mom. Great, good. Well, let me ask you a question, Chris. Now, these are the questions I always ask, so write this down. Also, write down the tagline I gave you, too. Let me tell you how this works. This is an offer from our company. Let me tell you how this works. This is an offer from our company. Okay, so you got that. All right. It's only good for the next 60 days. So, first off, tell me, Chris, what you're currently using on your skin. Well, I use Estee Lauder. I buy it in the Bienkorf. I said, okay, great. What does that tell me about her? She spends a lot of money. That brand name is important to her. If she says, I buy my product at the Action store or I buy my product at the dollar store, then you know that she's probably not real concerned about skincare or taking care of her skin or wants to spend really any money. It does give you a little information. The second question I ask, not what are you using your skin, what are you using right now currently in your skin? Number 2, if you could change one thing on your face, what would it be? What could you change your skin? I have really dark circles. Do you use concealer? No, I don't really know how to do that. Well, let me bring you some special concealer and I will work with you on that. How's that? Oh my gosh, I would love that. Now, she really wants this appointment now because you've just hit a hot button for her. And the last thing I ask you, Chris, tell me, are you ivory, beige, or bronze skin tones? I'm bronze. Okay, great. I didn't remember that part, when I took the registration. So now it tells me I need to bring darker foundations also. So then you say, Chris, I need to ask your mom and your sister the same questions. Would you like to ask them those questions or do you mind if I give them a call? No, it's okay. Go ahead and give them a call. So I call them up. Hi, Mary. This is Janice with Mary Kay Cosmetics, and I am going to be at your sister's house next Thursday, Chris's house next Thursday at 7:30. And I just needed to ask you a few quick questions about next Thursday. Tell me right now, what are you currently using on your skin? I don't wash my face hardly ever. I'm like, okay, is that always been that way? Yeah, I don't know. I don't really take care of my skin. I really don't know what I'm doing. Okay, well, if you could change one thing on your face, what would it be? I have really dry skin. All right, so you need moisture. Yes, but I don't really know what to do. Okay, so let me bring you some specific moisturizer. I'm really interested in some special ones for you, and that will be great. And then also, are you ivory, beige, or bronze? I'm ivory. Okay, great. Her sister's bronze, and she's ivory, so it's good. Don't you never know. You have to ask the questions. And so that's all great. When I call back Chris and say, hey, talk to your mom and sister. They sound awesome. It's going to be really fun. 2 things I need for you is, one is I need a table with good lighting. And if you're going to serve refreshments, I'm going to ask that you wait till afterwards. So that way we can make sure that we get the skincare class done. Okay? I would rather do 2 a week that are properly done and followed up with than to have people cancel or change. Now, if you're doing a cinema event or we're doing any kind of major events in the area and then we're hosting makeover events at a location, like at a training center or a hotel or things like that, and you've invited them to that, it is kind of the same conversation. It's you plus 2, so we have a couple options. I can come to you and do the workshop, or we have a beauty center and we're conducting 2 workshops in the next 2 weeks that you could bring your 2 friends to get your free product. Which would you prefer? So that's an option also for you guys, okay? So let's go back through this. Number 1, know what you're giving away. That's the important part. And it's, don't just say we're giving you something extra, a free gift. People don't know what that is. Use an amount. People understand 20. They understand 30. They understand 25. That word resonates in their brain, okay? So that's important. The second thing would be to make sure that you are writing down information about them, okay? Send out a pic collage. Send out a text. Don't just do word text. Do pictures. It's really important to do that. Follow up with the phone call. So you call them that evening, you call them that morning, and you call them and you say, Congratulations, Susan. You are one of our winners for Mary Kay. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. And then you pause and she said, yeah, I am too. Well, let me tell you how this works. This is an offer from our company. It's good for 60 days. Here's what you get. It's called U+2. Now, if you want to do 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1, you can do whatever. But you guys figure that part out. Once you have this working for you, it's going to be great. You guys have to do the follow-up. Follow-up is the most important thing that you do if you want to do that. Now, let's say that she books a party with you and she has to change. And that's fine too. There have been seasons in my career because I was so busy and I really wanted to make sure that the party held. That when I booked it and she got €20 free or 20 whatever dollars free, I would say, now, Chris, because I'm so packed right now, if you hold it on the originally scheduled date and don't change it, the company gives you an extra $5 on top of that. And I did that, which cost me $250 because I didn't want them to change or didn't want them to, have to do that kind of stuff. So that's what I would do. So remember, no matter what you're doing, if it's a bridal event, some of the things that you can say in a bridal event when you call her and you say, hey, Chris, let me tell you how this works. It's for you and your entire bridal party. But as long as there are 3 in attendance, U+2, you get the free product. But a lot of times we like to come together and coordinate things like lip color, especially for your picture day. And if you're all wearing red dresses and everybody wears red lip color except one girl wants to wear hot pink, your pictures might look a little off. So let's talk about your colors. And oftentimes I will also do that too and talk to them about their colors and things. So that will also help you. And those are individual things. But remember that you might want to watch this again a couple of times just so that you get that down. So whatever you're giving away, whatever you're doing with that, those 48 hours are so important. Now, if you guys have got leads and you think, thanks, Janice, this is too late now. I've got all these leads and they're 2 weeks old. You can just text them and say, I was out of town for the last 2 weeks. I noticed you still have not received your makeover and your offer, and it's only good for another 30 days. I wanted to make sure I could reach out to you. Or call them at 7 o'clock, 7:30 at night and say, hey, Susan, this is Janice with Mary Kay Cosmetics. And I'm so sorry we have not connected. I've been out of town, and so I just wanted to reconnect with you and let you know because this offer is only good for another 30 days. As long as it's booked, we're good. So make those calls, make those connections. Keep the family members together, write notes on the leads, but follow up. Oh my gosh, you guys, follow up is so important. Don't let those people go. Don't let those people go, okay? And book double book, because even if you double book and you can't make everything, I will tell you, you will have team members that can. So let's get this moving. Let's do great with our leads, get lots of bookings, lots of sales, and lots of team members, okay? So let's get your leads moving for you.